A visit to my African violet room. This is a confession, exposure of my addiction. This is my guest bedroom, who I use as a place to prep for baking. My LED power supplies, one per shelf, so the heat is evenly distributed. The beginning of my stands. You see the back is used to store books and baking stuff. On the front is for violets. Work area. And here's what I want to show as a sign of my addiction. Look at all those little cups. Each one with a leaf. Propagating different types of cups. Starter plants, a shelf with red LED, what the shelf normally looks like. The top shelf is only at 8 inches, then I have a gap that I use as a work area. The two bottom shelf, I believe they're at 15 inches. More little baby cups. Buckeyes, buttercream, and more cups. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with all those cups. These are Linda Lloyd's or Linda Floyd's baby violets. New violets from Blue Mountain that arrived yesterday. These are violets from Blue Mountain that arrived a week ago. I finally spurged on Woodland Sprite. It's interesting. One of my best variegated plants here because I love this coloration. It stays beautifully edged pink. Optima Modesty. More cups. These are my starter plants. These are some of my own divisions or suckers or started from leaves, and most are actually the plugs that Tina from Bloom Lovers in Canada sends. I plant them in really tiny, I think it's a 1 ounce cup. They're wicked, and I cover it with a cup because the extra humidity, believe it or not, prevents the soil to become too damp from absorbing from the wicks. Top shelf with larger plants. This is Mas Corsage, came from Blue Mountain. This is a tiger, it's a sucker division that is born here. Here I have Texas Celebration, the second one that I have. See what it does on LED. A little tiny plant on ICU. This one in the back is the Chimera Crown Jewels from Lions. It's pale yellow, pale green. I suspect it's because of pH. Some Epicia. I'm trying to grow a single crown. This is Suomi and Suomi Sport. Shea Bassett Trail. My beloved, most successful White Queen, the Russian. Look how big the flowers are. The brown flower, it's there because it has been pollinated. And going now to the other side of the little room, it's the window. There's only a small window. A lot of people ask me if I have a lot of natural light that will disturb my LED experiment. I actually don't. There's only a window, one single window in this room, and the window is covered with my original cup experiment. some trailers that I'm letting bloom so I can collect the pollen. These are mostly species and some of the hybrids from Dr. Smith. Some plants that I'm gonna be sending leaves to a nerd. I'll drop the box tomorrow morning. This is my light, my ceiling lamp in the room. I have it retrofitted with 2 giant LED bulbs inside, so it's actually providing light to the windows, the cup window model, and some light to the other side of the room. This is my newer LED experiment, which is what I call a high density LED farm. The shelves are spaced only at 8 inches. Eventually all the shelves will be 8 inches, so I can fit 10 to 12 shelves in this space. And at the moment, those are the LEDs that I have, pink and actually red and blue. They seem to be doing good. A few plants look like they need more light, but I'm moving them around. I strongly believe the second shelf, the one underneath the top shelf, receives more light because of the XX lights from above. LED light is very directional. More baby cups. So can you imagine what this room will look like in a year? I think what would this entire apartment will look like 1 year. Thank you for listening to my African Violet Anonymous, Support Anonymous Confession Addiction Group, you call it.